Back to school is here for some Southern California students and fast approaching for others. How LA Unified is preparing for the kids' return. And someone is $1.3 billion richer. They won the Mega Millions jackpot, but we may never know who it is.
The Rundown, brought to you by Goal Zero.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. It is back to school for the San Bernardino City Unified School District, and it's more than 46,000 students. There were some early morning festivities at San Bernardino High Monday morning. The district is warning of possible afternoon bus delays for the first week of school, with some buses running 30 to 60 minutes late. But the principal tells us the staff is excited to welcome back students after the summer break.
We are taking all precautions to make sure that our students are safe here on campus, and we want them to enjoy their first day of school and set the tone for a very successful school year.
Students in the LA Unified School District return to class in 2 weeks, but there will be fewer kids on campus. Superintendent Alberto Cavallo estimates up to 20,000 students are not enrolled or just stopped attending last year. The superintendent wants more to be done to get them back in school. And as the first day approaches, the district is still trying to fill more than 900 teaching positions and find about 200 bus drivers. COVID numbers in LA County appear to be improving, and the county could soon drop from the high to the medium transmission level. County health officials are not requiring masks in public places, but they are recommending them. Meantime, President Biden is back in isolation after testing positive for COVID-19 again. The president is part of a small percentage of patients treated with Paxlovid who experience rebound COVID. Biden will not undergo the treatment this time around. He will also continue working from the executive residence. Are we done with the warm and muggy weather, or do we have more monsoon moisture heading our way? Let's check in with meteorologist Belen de Leon.
Hey there, I'm going to take you out to the waters of the Pacific. That's where Tropical Storm Frank is currently spinning at 70 miles per hour. And this system is expected to make its way towards the northeast, likely making some kind of impact to our friends over in the Bay Area. But for us here in Southern California, it is really churning up the waters and causing high surf at least through Wednesday evening. A surf from 4 to 6 feet, causing dangerous rip currents and breaking waves. So the advice in the coming days is just to stay out of the water. Now, the other thing I'm tracking is monsoon storms. It was stormy over the weekend, and we have a chance of rain expected all week long. A little lower through Wednesday, but we have another surge of monsoon moisture at the end of the week that's going to keep our deserts and mountains stormy. At least the temperatures are in check. Look at the trend in Moreno Valley. We have low 90s through the middle of the week, but it does get a little warmer as we step into the weekend.
The world is remembering 11-time NBA champion and one of the greatest basketball players, Bill Russell. He died Sunday at the age of 88. Russell was an iconic basketball player for the Boston Celtics in the 50s and 60s. He was born in Louisiana, but went to high school and college in Northern California. President Obama awarded him the Medal of Freedom back in 2011 for his impact on sports and the fight for racial equality. Russell was also the first black coach in any major sport. Trailblazing actress Nichelle Nichols also died over the weekend at the age of 89. She broke race barriers as the star of the 1960s sci-fi series Star Trek. Memorial flowers have been placed on her star on Hollywood Boulevard. It's going to be easier for parents to find baby formula at their stores. The FDA has been shipping in orders of baby formula because of the ongoing supply shortage. They say most stores should be stocked with supplies back to normal by now or in the coming days. The Long Beach Public Health Department is planning to distribute 950 cans of powder this week. Any family with children younger than 9 months who also participate in a federal assistance program are eligible. The distribution will happen in 4 different places and on 4 different days of the week starting Tuesday. For more information, just head to NBCLA.com and search baby formula. Distribution is expected to continue through August while supplies last.
I'm a power blackout, and I'm going to put you in the dark. What is that?
It's the Yeti 3000X solar generator, a home backup system from Goal Zero. Take that blackout.
If you've ever had a few words to say about your airplane seat size, now is your time to share your thoughts. The FAA is calling for public feedback in order to establish a minimum dimension necessary for passenger safety. Well, Congress ordered the FAA to establish those dimensions within a year, when the agency's funding was renewed in October of 2018. The FAA has yet to comply. According to the group flyersrights.org, only about 1 in 2 passengers can fit in an economy seat. If you're looking for a new car, many things are working against you right now. Prices for new and used models are high, so are gas prices and interest rates if you need to borrow money. But as NBC4's Carolyn Johnson reports, one local company says it has a cheaper, hassle-free solution. You can subscribe to an electric car.
It's like I'm gliding on air.
Kendall Bruce has been driving his new Tesla 3 for a month now, but he didn't buy it and he didn't lease it either. Instead, he subscribes to it.
When I think about subscriptions, I think about Netflix. And I'm like, oh, that's easy. So it felt light and it felt easy. And that's what really appealed to me.
The service is offered through the Santa Monica-based company Autonomy. You pay for the car month by month with a 3-month minimum. The company says during the time you have the car, it's essentially yours.
You can keep the car for as long as you want. It's your car. It's not like it's a car that you're going to have to share with anybody. It stays in your driveway. It's totally at your control. It's just a subscription, and that gives you the freedom to quit it at any time.
You can get in a Tesla 3 for $490 a month, which is lower than the current average new car payment. But you will also pay a $4,800 start fee, essentially a down payment. You can choose a higher monthly payment, which will bring down that start fee, and you can put it all on a credit card. CEO Scott Painter says it's cheaper than buying or leasing the car.
If you're thinking about getting a Model 3, we would challenge you, go down any other path to get the car. If we're not the cheapest way to get the car, we'd be shocked. It has to also be the easiest and the fastest.
The company currently only offers the Tesla Model 3, but says it will soon start offering the Y model and EV models from other car makers.
If you like to switch cars frequently, more so than every year or two, maybe subscription could work for you.
Brian Moody with the research company Kelley Blue Book has been writing about the car industry for 15 years. He thinks subscribing to an EV could be a good idea, especially if you're curious about electric, but you're nervous to commit long term. As for that start fee, though, he says make sure it pencils out, especially if you don't plan to keep the car for more than a few months.
I think it's also important to sit down and just do some basic math and see how long it's going to take for you to make your money back.
Moody says you can also rent a Tesla 3 from companies like Hertz and even Turo, but you'll need to do the math because renting might be pricier. As for Kendall, he says he made the right decision.
I love it. It's like my favorite toy ever.
That was Carolyn Johnson reporting. Now, keep in mind, if you subscribe through Autonomy, you will need to insure the car. This is not included, but the company says it hopes to offer insurance by the fall. Athletes from around the world are in Huntington Beach this week for the 2022 Vans U.S. Open of Surfing. During the 9-day event, there will be plenty of surfing, but the athletes will also compete in skateboarding and BMX events. Hundreds of competitors and about 500,000 people are expected to take part in the fun.
It's a very beautiful place and I'm really excited. It's really awesome to be able to, share my cultural practice around the world and really interact with other people around the world, and that's kind of what excites me when I travel, is just to connect with people.
The U.S. Open of Surfing runs through August 7th. The winning ticket for the $1.3 billion Mega Millions jackpot was sold in Illinois, and we likely will never know who the winner is. Well, Illinois is one of the 17 states that allows lottery winners to keep their identity hidden from the public, which I think is a good idea. California is not one of those states. It's unclear if the winner of the recent jackpot was an individual or a pool of people, but so far, no one has come forward to claim the massive prize, and it may take a long time for the winner to claim it. I'm just wondering and thinking, I think I have some cousins in Chicago. Maybe I should call them up and say hello. Just check in and see if everything's okay, just in case they won and they want to share. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune in to Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.
Yeah.